It's just a what the Verd is barbecuing.
Sup jabronis, it is the TheVerdIncarnate back with you again. Last week we had a pretty good result against D-Pad. This week things are going to be interesting. We're up against the horse master himself, JSpecks. My dog is barking in the background, which is unnecessary. Let's go with music 4, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, okay? For my team, obviously I have AV Crest the God, mixed defensive but very clef, the Assault Vest Hitmontop, the Carmine Mega Absol, Life Wall Tauros, and the mixed bulk Nido Queen. Let's see exactly what squad the Specks Meister brought. I'm expecting like Kieran Black, Mega Guard. Alas, I'm hoping not to see Diggersby or Meloetta, and I see both. I kind of expected this. That's fine. Diggersby's Meloetta's the problem, really. Did he bring Raikou? He did. That's fine. He brought Triggered, which is fine. Kind of expected that too. Did he not bring Mega Gardevoir? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Did bring Cobalion. And he brought Kieran. Very surprised not to see Mega Gardevoir on this team. I feel like I had such a good matchup. Like, why wouldn't you bring it? Okay, Meloetta is a problem, guys. I talked about it in my team builder. I don't have like a solid way of dealing with it, depending on the set. There are a lot of sets it could be though, and I may have a potential way to deal with it. So, looking at the matchup, Cobalion doesn't worry me. I have ways to deal with that. Diggersby is a little bit of a problem, but I think the majority of my team can deal with it. I think my lead of choice is Booker T, as it matches up well against a lot of his team. And we can go from there. I think Booker T is a good lead. This is going to be an awkward matchup. I don't feel like under-prepped for some of his threats. I think it's just very hard to bring in a team that deals with all of them. Perhaps a normal Mega Absol would have done well in this matchup, but I feel like I just don't understand this team. He didn't bring Arcanine or Mandibuzz, which are two of his best ways of dealing with a Mega Absol. So if I'd brought a regular Mega Absol, he would have been destroyed. He's going to lead Cobalion, which is exactly what I expected him to do. As I have led with Hitmontop, this is exactly what happened in my mock battle, so I knew exactly the appropriate lead for this situation. The question is he an Air Balloon Cobalion or not? That's the information I want to see right now. Do not see Air Balloon. Okay. Looking at his team, I really just want to fire for close combat, because Meloetta doesn't really want to come in on a close combat. Cobalion doesn't really want to take one. Blastoise would be his best switch into it, and then I can just get into Clef, and that's nice. Especially early days against this team, getting into Clef would be really nice for Precious. I'm going to go straight for the CC. If he stays in and goes for Roxy, that's not great for him, so I'm assuming he's going to go into Triggered here. He does, that's fine. We can get a bit of damage here and gauge what kind of Blastoise we're dealing with today. This should do a decent little chunk. Alright, that's definitely physically defensive, which is fine. Like, kind of expected it to be. He's lefties, which is good. That means that he's not Assault Vest. I was thinking potentially he could be Assault Vest, but without Gardevoir it made like 0 sense. So I don't really lose much from going into my Clef now. Because I am Berry, I feel like I can bait in the Cobalion and kill it at some point, which would be really nice. But Clef is a very nice switch in here. For sure. He's going to Scald. I have a bit of Spadef investment, so I could take this quite nicely. That's not going to do a lot. He actually gets a burn, which is nice, because now we can't have any other like paralysis shenanigans from Cobalion, which is cool. My play of choice, I think, is to Calm Mind. I don't think him going straight into Cobalion is a smart idea. I think Calm Mind is a pretty safe move. If he has Roar, I don't agree with that. If he goes into Meloetta, that's going to be interesting. I think Mariah Lynn is his Meloetta. This could be AV. And that could be a problem. What I kind of want to do... See, I'm worried also if it's Carmine, because Carmine Meloetta can potentially sweep us. So actually, technically it can, but also I have Tauros in the back. So I kind of want to gauge damage here and go for a Moonblast, because I can Soft Boiled come in on the Blastoise next time. I want to gauge damage here and go for Moonblast on this Meloetta to see if it is actually Calm Mind. I'm just hoping it's Assault Vest. Assault Vest Meloetta would be ideal. I can deal with Assault Vest Meloetta a hell of a lot better than I can deal with any other set that he has, to be fair. Sub Meloetta, Moonblast should be able to break the sub now, which is fine, but AV Meloetta would be best case scenario. Carmine Meloetta is worst case scenario. Then again, I don't know if he'd run... Yeah, he runs sub, that's fine. Is he sub Carmine? I don't know. I should be able to break a sub with a +1 Moonblast though. Clef isn't really a slouch when it comes to special attack. I don't know how much investment he has in Meloetta though. Yeah, that fades the subs, that's fine. Do you reveal your leftovers? You do, that's cool. Okay, so I'm able to break the subs pretty consistently, and what I'm doing is getting good chip damage on Meloetta too. I have enough defense investment that I can take a Psyshock since he might be modest. I don't know. He is okay, he's sub Carmine. That's fine. I was talking in my team builder as well about sub Carmine and how I'm not really like a huge fan of the set in general. For the matchup against me, I felt that it just didn't match up too great, but he's going to use it quite well here. Can I get a special attack drop? I don't. This is a problem now. This is a big problem, guys. Sub Carmine Meloetta, I talked about it. It's a big issue. I need to really think now. See, the thing is, I'm trying to think of the moveset the Meloetta's going to go with against me. That's the other thing. I think he's going to try and sub now because he can get away with it. I need to really think about this because, see, Absol makes the most sense to me. In this situation, Absol actually makes the most sense because it can come in and set up a Carmine of its own, which is really nice. Tauros could obviously come in and break the sub, but that's not the point. I actually think what I need to do here is play smart. I'm going to go for another Carmine on the sub. I can take a Psyshock, and I want to try and get him down to as low range of health as I can. Oh, this is bad. I don't know what to do here, actually. Okay. The reason why I wasn't sure about the sub-Carm mindset for JSpecks was because in the matchup against me, his best moves would be Thunderbolt and Psyshock, and I felt that wasn't good enough coverage for the majority of my team. I don't know if that's the coverage he's got. I could go into Crest and try charge beaming up, but that's just a losing battle. Actually, I could go then for Psyshocks. I think my play is to go for another Carmine because he's in a sub. Yep. The plus side of this is that after another Carmine now, I should be able to break the sub unless he Carmines again. And even if he does, I'm wearing down his Meloetta to the point where I can kill it with Tauros. And that's the huge thing about this, guys. It's a big thing about this at the end of the day. I just need to wear down this Meloetta because it is a problem. So what I need to do here is basically click Moonblast on the sub. Hopefully it breaks. I'm assuming he's going to go for Carmine. He does. Now, if I can get a crit here, that'd be phenomenal. This is a big problem, but the thing is, he is getting weakened. I might be able to stop this Meloetta. If I can stop this Meloetta, I've got a very good chance of winning. It's just not ideal, this situation right now. I gotta hope this Moonblast can potentially break the sub. A crit would be phenomenal right now. We don't get the crit. Okay, that's a problem. So I know I can take a Psyshock because I have a lot of defense investments. So that's my play. Obviously, I have a lot of Spadef right now with the two Carmines. I'm assuming he's going to be Psyshock. It makes a lot of sense for his team. Actually, Psychic. That won't do that much because I am +2 special defense. That's not doing a lot at all. I don't think he doesn't get the Spadef drop. That's fine. Okay. So, this is actually okay. So at this point, he's got a bit of 50-50. He could potentially go for a sub again. Or a Psychic. I want to take this momentum to go into my Mega Absol, because he's revealed Psychic. I don't know what his second move is just yet, but I feel it's either Mega Absol or Cress. See, Mega Absol isn't really that great in this matchup, to be fair. I don't really need a Baton Pass and he boosts out. I'm going to go straight out to it, because I don't think he's going to sub. He could potentially, but I'm going to go into Mega Absol here and see if he subs. I don't know if sub's his best play. Yeah, he goes for like perfect. Okay, he doesn't get the sub up. That's huge. Alright, so now Mega Absol is a threat inside. Obviously, if he has a Focus Blast, we might die here, depending on if he's running enough speed. But then again, okay, if he is Psychic plus Focus Blast, he can't beat Cress. Like, my own Carmine Cress would be able to beat him 1v1, so that is not the set JSpecks will be running. I think my play is to go for a Carmine of my own here and see what he wants to do. He could have Hyper Voice. +2 Hyper Voice might be able to kill us, because he actually withdraws. That's fantastic. Okay, so Meloetta is withdrawn. He goes into Cobalion. That's cool. Now, we haven't seen an item on Cobalion, so I am a little bit worried about Choice Scarf. I'm a little bit worried, but then again, I'm looking at his team, and I'm thinking Choice Scarf Cobalion doesn't really match up that great. So I think he's just bringing a defensive Cobalion, as I'm just going to go for the Carmine. Now, this puts me in a great position, because if I can Baton Pass out to my Cresselia here, that puts us in a really slow position. That Meloetta was scary, but I think I've weakened it now, so that's really nice. I'm going to Baton Pass here. If I can Baton Pass out to my Cresselia, I don't believe he'd be Scarf Cobalion. I don't see how it matches up well. I think he's going to be a more defensive spread, because that's a lot better. He may be thinking to go for Fire Blast here, and he could switch. Obviously, since I am Calm Mind, and Fire Blast would destroy his soul. I really don't think he's Scarfed, guys. I don't see how Scarf Cobalion helps him against a guy with Cress. I think defensive makes more sense. It deals potentially with Tauros. It deals with Absol. I don't really know why that was his counter though, because Superpower is a thing. Like Knockoff plus Superpower kills most Cobalion sets. And yeah, he can't be Scarf, because who switches in a Scarf Cobalion against a Mega Absol? Like, that's just not a good idea. Especially if it's planned. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. That's perfect. We can take advantage of this Baton Pass now really nicely. He's going to go out to Triggered. That's fine. I'm going to be able to Baton Pass out quite freely. And now I got to think, because obviously I can go into Clef again, but that could just be a really bad rinse and repeat cycle. I think my play is to go out to Gobbledygook and start... No, not John Cena. I think Gobbledygook is the play. I think it's time for Gobbledygook to put in the work. With the boost now and the fact that it's Modest Assault Vest, it is going to be starting to take lives. Meloetta can obviously come in, but after I get off a Charge Beam, I can consistently break subs. So that is the play. I'm going to Charge Beam here. Hopefully he doubles out to Meloetta, because I can deal with that set, and yeah, I can constantly pressure it. If I can get off this Charge Beam boost. If I can get the Charge Beam boost, guys, we're at +2 and in a phenomenal position. Please tell me we get it. Come on, give me that Charge Beam boost. Give me that Charge Beam boost. That's what I'm looking for. I don't get it. That's really unfortunate for me. Because I am Modest, though, I believe I'll be able to break his Substitute with a Psyshock. So I'm going to go for it and just gauge what I can do. He's actually going to reveal Shadow Ball, because I am Assault Vest, though. I can absolutely swallow this. That's doing absolutely zero to me, bro. I can get off a huge Psyshock here on Meloetta. It's a +1 Psyshock. Should do a hell of a lot to him. That does a good chunk. He's not going to be able to sub up on me, so that's fantastic. Yeah, Meloetta can't sub on me. I'm beating this thing 1v1. So my play now is to Charge Beam. He has no reason to sub. He could Shadow Ball again, but I can take it, and I can just go straight. So he has Shadow Ball, Psychic... Shadow Ball and Psychic. So that means, that's really good to know. What that tells me, guys, is that my Absol can pressure this thing a lot for the remainder of the battle. He has Sub, Calm Mind. Okay, so he's going to go for another Shadow Ball. I can eat this. I decided to go for the Charge Beam because I know I can take these, bar a Spadef drop, and, you know, deal with him. If I can get the Charge Beam boost as well, it puts a lot of pressure on his team. As I do get the boost, let's go. Okay, it's a 70% chance in my favor, so it's like, I'd expect to get the boost. And now I can really pressure this Meloetta, which was the biggest threat really on his team. To me, I want to say, going into this battle. So if I can bop this thing with Cresselia, we are in a phenomenal position heading into the remainder of this battle. It's already been a few turns, but AV Cresselia is putting in the work. I can eat up another one of those hits, hopefully no Spadef drops, and I can fire off this Psyshock. Fantastic. I mean, it's in my favor for him not to get a Spadef drop. I can then fire off a Psyshock and almost kill this Meloetta. Okay, so I'm now thinking long term of what he's going to go into after this. I'm going to assume it's Diggersby. I believe I can take a hit from Diggersby, so I kind of want to go for another Charge Beam here, because I know another Charge Beam will kill him no matter what. He can Shadow Ball me, I can take that, and if he stacks off his... Okay, he stacks off his Meloetta. As long as this Charge Beam hits, Meloetta goes down, we chill at about half health, and that's okay with me. He does get the Spadef drop finally. As long as we hit this Charge Beam, we're good. We do. Okay, that should be a dead Meloetta. Oh my god, perfect. Okay. That is... we get another special attack race, so... Meloetta... dies to Cress. Charge Beam. Okay, that's awesome. So, early days. So he goes into Black Mamba the Kyurem. Okay, that's fine. So Kyurem Black's in, and this is where I gotta start thinking. Because, obviously, Banded Kyurem, I'm not really sure if he'd bring Banded Kyurem against me because I have a Skarmory. There's a good possibility he does. I kind of like having Cress in the back because I can pass Wishes out to it with Clefable. My immediate switch in is definitely my Booker T, my Hitmontop. He's obviously more of a physical variant from the way he's looking to play this Kyurem right now. I could probably take a hit, but I don't want to take the risk, guys, because Cresselia is still important to me in this matchup. So I'm going to go straight out to my Hitmontop, which is designed to deal with this Kyurem. I have more physical defense than a special defense, and obviously I have the AV, so I can deal with basically any Kyurem set here. I'm assuming maybe an Outrage is coming. He actually goes for the Ice Beam. That was an interesting play, because I was AV, I was able to take that. Did he just get a crit? And a freeze. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was, okay, I don't agree with that play on JSpecks' part, because a Life Orb Ice Beam wouldn't have killed my Crest there, and I could have just killed his Kieran. So, I really thought he would go for a physical move. This freeze is annoying. It is very annoying. I'm trying to think of what I can do. I need to probably just stay in and try and close combat and hope that I Thor is probably my play. I really needed this to deal with Diggersby. This is a problem now. I'm hoping another Ice Beam doesn't kill me because I am Assault Vest and that was a crit. I'm really hoping him on top can take this. That's gonna suck for the remainder of the battle. That is a problem. That is a serious problem. Okay, so I think the Berry Clefable could take an Iron Head here from Life Orb Kieran. And then I can fire from Moonblast to pretty much kill it. Oh, JSpecks, I know that in Season 1 I did that to you, but this is bad. Okay. I really don't agree with the Ice Beam play as well. That wasn't going to kill Kieran. If you knew how much Shadow Ball was doing, that wasn't... I could have taken that and killed the Kieran that turn. I really thought he'd go for a physical move, but he didn't. So... Hit... Mon top... Dies... to... Kieran. I also could have maybe tried to preserve there, but I just didn't think it was smart. There's no move I don't believe that Kieran can throw that kills me here. I can take the Ice Beam. I'm pretty confident with my special defense investment. And I think he's going to go for Iron Head regardless. I think it's his best play. So I'm going to go for Moonblast here. He actually withdraws. That's totally fine. Okay, does he go into Raikou? Goes into Cobalion. Okay. If Moonblast can 2-hit KO this, that's fantastic. I don't think it can, although Clefable has good special attack, and Cobalion's special defense isn't great. It's not a 2-hit KO. I'm just really on the back foot now, guys. Really on the back foot. I think my players actually need to go into mixed defensive Nidoqueen and get up my rocks, because rocks are going to be very, very important in this battle. I need to get up rocks and spikes as soon as I can. This has gone very, very bad. I have been a bit lucky with hacks in the past, so it's fine if people get hacks on me. It just sucks because that was one of the most integral members to my team. As he is going to Iron Head, we can take this just fine. I don't think he'll go for Taunt, because he knows that I can have an attacking move. Yeah, he knows I can have an attacking move, so there's no point in risking that. I just go for Rocks, really. Rocks are my best play at this point of the battle. I don't think he stays in and risks taking an Earth Power. I think he's just going to go into Triggered. Yep, that's fine. I'm going to get my Rocks, which are great. So at this point he has a choice to spin or not. I'm going to take the opportunity to actually get into my Clef again, because I can then get off a Soft Boiled, which is really nice at this point to be able to heal up. Clef is very, very important late game with Berry, so I need to keep it healthy. 2 Scalds should not be able to kill it from here, because they did put a bit of Spadef into this thing, and if he spins, that's totally fine. I don't think he will. Yeah, he just Scalds. That's cool. He might go for the spin this turn. He doesn't get a crit or anything. It's a potential roll to kill me from here. Don't know if he knows that. I don't think it is a roll, though. I think that was like a max roll that time. We should be able to soft-boiled just fine on this turn. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. Don't know. I really hope we can get off a soft-boiled this turn. He's actually going to withdraw. Does he go back out to Cobalion? He does. Okay. Back out to Cobalion, take a little bit of rocks. This is fine for me because I was able to get off my soft-boiled, which is massive, because now I can effectively come in on the Blastoise a lot more consistently. I could now also take an Iron Head from Cobalion if I really wanted to, but I don't think it's my best play. I want to go back into Nidoqueen regardless, because I know I can take 2 Iron Heads from here. I do need to keep Nidoqueen in mind to deal with the Raikou, but it is my best play here to get back into Nidoqueen, because what I can do now also is just fire off a Super Fang or get up my T-Spikes, which is really nice. I like that a lot. He's going to Rocks, that's fine. Rocks don't really hurt my team that badly, actually, to be fair. So I'm trying to think of my win cons here. It's tough. Losing Hitmontop like that was rough. I know he's going to go into Blastoise. My play is definitely Toxic Spikes because on the next turn he knows I can go into Cleft, he's going to try and spin, and I can go for Super Fang. Yeah, that's definitely my appropriate play. Because if I can get the poison on the Blastoise with Poison Point, that's going to be huge. And being able to weaken this thing anyway is going to be massive. As obviously I don't want his spin to be for free. So if I can get him with the poison here with Poison Point, that's huge. I really feel like that's going to be his play to go for the Rapid Spin. Scald doesn't achieve anything for him in this situation, as obviously I have the Clefable in the back. So I think Rapid Spin is his play. I'm just going to fire off a Super Fang here to chip away at this Blastoise. I assume Rapid Spin, yep. Can we please get that Poison Point to activate right now? Can we get that Poison Point? Can we get it? We didn't get it. That's really annoying. We go for Super Fang though, which is nice. Really unfortunate we didn't get the Poison. Was hoping we would. But over time, I think we'll be able to pressure him to the point where we can do that. I really want to get a Pazzes again because I know I can take a Scald, but there's no reason to risk it. But what I can do now, guys, is use the reason why I have Wish on Clefable. Being able to Wish Pass out to things like the Cress in these situations is phenomenal because obviously Cress puts a lot of pressure on his team. He's probably just going to stay in and Scald here. He sure does. We take those. That's fine. What I can do quite safely here is just go for... I can pretty much safely just go for a Soft Boil. There's no reason not to. I know if Cobalion comes in, it's fine. I can deal with it. I'm not really in a bad spot at this point. The rocks are annoying. The annoying part as well is that Cobalion's getting healthy. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I'm going to see a Soft Boiled here though, which is fine. Give me that young health back. Okay, so now Clefable's all good. I can start Wish Passing. That's the thing I really wanted out of all this. And the next time Clefable comes in, I can potentially Calm Mind up and pressure this Cobalion, which is something I really like too. I'm going to go to Nidoqueen again. I'm really hoping he doesn't go to like Diggersby. Diggersby would be really unfortunate. I might lose a Pokemon against Diggersby. Oh my god, he actually did. Shit. Like... Guys, there's not much I can do. I lost my Hitmontop to a freeze. I don't know what you're expecting from me. I go back into China. This is a bad spot because obviously an offensive Diggersby right now is terrifying. I don't know what my team can take this on. Realistically, I don't know. Crest might be able to. Clef might be able to. I feel that because I have Crest in the back... Okay, I feel like... Okay, my mindset is because I have Crest in the back, I feel like Diggersby going for an Earthquake is a bad play. So I think my appropriate play here is going to be to go for the Super Fang. I can potentially get the chance to poison him, and I can wear him down a little bit, and I think that's my appropriate play. He has no reason to EQ here. He goes for a turn. We can eat that because we have Bulk in Nidoqueen, unless he's banded, which I'm assuming he is, judging on that ridiculous damage, JSpecks. Oh my god. You know, I was chatting with people before the battle and I said, don't worry, like, Diggersby and Meloetta are problems, but at the same time, he got so much more out of bringing Mandibuzz and Arcanine, like, especially Arcanine. His team just, like, lost to Mega Absol. It's a CJ story all over again. I'm just really confused by my opponent's prep on this battle. So obviously I can go Tauros and get off damage. Crest probably can't take a hit. Absol could... So I need to think long term. Long term, Clef has a chance because Carmine Clef beats Raikou. Blastoise can bait Cobalion to Iron Head and we can kill it with a Baviri Berry. So, long-term game, I have to go into Absol and hope I can Twig-KO with Dark Pulse, potentially get a flinch. I could also potentially threaten him out. I don't see him going into Cobalion here. I really don't, because, like, the best play for Mega Absol, okay, he could predict Ice Beam. Like, part of me wants to baton pass knowing Cabalion's probably going to come in, and then I could go into my Cresselia and be in a really strong spot. But part of me thinks, like, what does he lose from staying in with Diggersby? What does he actually lose? And if he goes into Cabalion, I have to go into Cress and hope he does an Iron Head. I have to Dark Pulse and hope he stays in. He does, okay. If this is a 2-hit KO, we could be in a decent spot. It looks like it might be. We don't get the flinch, obviously, because we are not lucky players. That's fine. We lose Absol, which sucks. I got to write down this. This is just... losing Hitmontop really did suck. The crit and the freeze was pretty wild. So we lost Nidoqueen and Mega Absol. I'm thinking it could be Taurus against the world. It could be. So, Nidoqueen dies to dig. Return. I am fully confident this is banned to Diggersby. That tells me that Taurus can come in now and start rock climbing and get kills. And that's at least something for me to go off of. Mega Absol dies to dig. Man, I really didn't expect Diggersby. The other thing is I didn't expect Diggersby just because I had a Skarmory. Like, what was the point? I could have easily played around a Diggersby with a Skarmory. I don't know, JSpecks. Like, it's fine. We'll deal with it. Rock Climb is my play of choice here because he has no switch in for it, and I'm basically going to be able to get a kill with it. So let's go. Yeah, I assume he's going to go into Blastoise here. It's a 2-hit KO on Blastoise from this range. Most definitely from that range. If I can hit both Rock Climbs. Of course, I don't. Why would I? Why would I, guys? Why would I? Oh, dear. I think the win streak's going to come to an end, guys. I have to go for Rock Climb here and hope that he goes for, Oh my god, JSpecks, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, please just... Guys, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. My only play is to go on a Clef now. Oh my god, hacks my arm. God. I can't handle this sometimes. I just can't. Like, I can see the funny side of it because that's just the kind of person I am. Like, I can see the funny side when this shit happens, but at the same time, oh, that's rough. I wish here because I know he's gonna go into Cabalion, and I can pass it out to my Cresselia. And maybe then Cresselia can do some shit. I don't know. Oh dear. Hasn't been a good day, guys. Hasn't been a good day at the office. We can keep Clef around because Clef can still deal with stuff, but the main issue is banded Diggersby. Fortunately, I can go out to my Cress here. I can take an Iron Head from a Cabalion, and potentially we have a chance, but... I don't even know. I'm trying to think if it was down to me under-prepping or not. I'm contemplating if that was it, but at the same time, he has a lot of threats on his team. He has the other thing is he has a lot of stall breakers, and that was the big thing as well. I didn't expect Bandit's Diggersby just because I had so many ways of things to like come in against it. I really expected Arcanine because I had Darmanitan and whatnot. He goes into Jonah there. This is actually, I think, potentially Cresselia can take one. Actually, no, because I took out all the HP investment. He might not be able to now. Shit, that was bad on my part. You never know. Might be able to take one. Point of Stones dig into me. I get my wish back, though, and I don't think I take one. And knowing JSpecks as well, for some unknown reason, he's probably banded, which is just... delightful. Sorry, not banded. He's probably adamant. Just, you know, for the sake of being adamant. Not really for any specific reasoning. He could be potentially. I don't know. Let's have a look at no HP investment Cress at level 50. I know Diggersby's return's gonna hurt. If we are though max special attack modest. So, does Diggersby have worse defense or special defense? It's the exact same. So if I'm modest with the Psyshock, I think it can actually kill. As dumb as that sounds, Psyshock is a roll. Depending on the Diggersby that he is, if he is banded, he cannot kill me. Adamant Band should not be able to kill me unless that Cresselia has defense investment, which has 40 of, but that's still won't. He can't kill me from here. The question is, does Psyshock or Moonblast do more to a Diggersby? This is why I wanted Ice Beam, but I decided against it. Psyshock does the most damage. I'm just going to go for it, and we're going to hope for the best. If he has knockoff, so be it. He has Return. This should not kill us. And it doesn't. We actually do end up living. Can we get the kill with Psyshock? Please give me like a max roll. Shit. Fuck's sake. Guys. It was a roll. Probably a good roll in my favor to kill too. Because... this is just not fun. This is not how you enjoy a Pokemon battle. It's like all the good luck that I've had at the start of this season, apparently the good luck and the hacks that got me wins, according to some people, has come back to bite me in this game, because nothing has gone my way at all in this matchup. I thought early game I played really well, and I had him, and I was just that play when Diggersby came in. I knew Diggersby was going to be an issue, and I played a little bit too predictably. I could have played a bit better around that. I have to go back into Tauros now, and I have to hope... I have to hope I can actually hit some fucking rock climbs, really, is what I'm hoping for here. There's no other way to win. Clef can't 1v1 his team. Tauros probably can't 1v1 his team. Because if I rocks up still as well, if that Blastoise got poisoned, there were so many freaking scenarios. I just needed rocks. I couldn't keep them up. I'm just going to go for rock climb. Hope he somehow, for some reason, sacks his Diggersby. Why would you? When it's your win con, he can basically click quick attack late game and win. Goes out to Cobalion because he knows he can take... I could have gone for EQ there too, but I was like, there's no way he goes into Cobalion. Am I going to miss another one? This one I hit, which doesn't matter. We're going to lose 5-0. That is so stupid. JSpecks, he got revenge on me, guys. But this was like a bit more than that. In the match against JSpecks, I feel like the hacks against him did not change the course of that battle. I explained it in that video so much that the hacks did not change the course of that battle, whereas the hacks in this one completely changed it. He got a crit and a freeze on my Hitmontop. A Hitmontop that could have taken 2 Life Orb Ice Beams, and he knew that at the same time. And he also... he went for Ice Beam against a Cresselia that I knew could have taken. I was at +3. Psyshock would have ended Kieran's life. I should have just had the balls to stay in. I made some bad plays. And that's fine. You know, we have that in battles. Actually, I outspeed this. Can I just Earthquake and kill it? Can I just Earthquake and kill this? Maybe. I am Life Orbed. Oh, come on! JSpecks, you've got to be fucking kidding me! Like, why? This is just ridiculous now. This is borderline ridiculous. That was just not... And this man doesn't even want to do league battles anymore. I don't blame you, man, when you do shit like this to people. Oh my god. We're going to lose our first game in the PMC, guys. The win streak is over. Clef has a Babiri Berry, so he can pick up a kill, but then Banded Diggersby just comes in and kills me, so there's that. He may try and preserve the 5-0. I really don't know. I don't think there's any point. He's going to Iron Head. We have a Babiri Berry, but knowing JSpecks' luck in this battle is probably going to get a flinch on me. Oh my fucking god. Nah, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm actually just done. Wow. Okay, JSpecks, that's... We're going to lose 5-0 when it should have been 4-0, when it probably could have even been closer. I don't doubt that JSpecks could have beaten me, guys, but... I lost my Kieran and Diggersby check so early, and I played bad with Clef plus Unicorn. I was almost in a position where I was like, I can pass out to Cresselia, and then Cresselia can start putting in work, but this is just... If the gods are with me, I live in Ironhead. But of course he doesn't go for close combat to be a nice guy about it. He just goes for Ironhead and gets the kill, obviously. With a crit! I'm done. This has been probably the worst battle of my life. I've hacked a lot of people in my time, but never as bad as this. Like, I have a lot of respect for JSpecks, but this battle, I don't think it was fair or fun or anything. That was probably the worst battle of my life, because I underprepped. Well, I don't really say I underprepped, because I knew Diggersby was going to be a problem, but the thing is, I had a Skarmory. Like, Skarmory is the quintessential Diggersby check, and I figured, okay, if JSpecks knows that, and if you look at JSpecks' team, he didn't exactly have a lot of ways that said, like, yeah, this is completely dealing with Skarmory. Like, yeah, he had Raikou, but I had checks to Raikou. Like, he didn't have an out-and-out way of breaking it. It was just... Guys, I don't know. I don't know if I could have done anything better there. That was just a really unfortunate battle. The crit freeze on Hitmontop was probably the dagger in my heart, because having Hitmontop to be able to intimidate Diggersby at least, and after the intimidate ban of Diggersby actually doesn't 2 KO Hitmontop because of the defense investment I put in. I explained that in my team builder. And having that -1 could have let Clef come in, could have let Cresselia do more work, but then again, Cress could have also killed Diggersby if I got a good roll. Could have killed Cobalion with a good roll. I don't know, guys. It was just a bad week. Next week we have Johan of the Shinryu Pikachus. Hopefully we can rebound. I don't really know what to say, guys. I tried. I think the team would have worked on any other day, but today. I also feel like maybe I could have gone into a Tauros against the Diggersby. Let me just quickly look at the calc. Life Orb, Tauros, Rock Climb probably was my play there instead of going into Absol, because... I don't know, was Absol really worth keeping? Probably not, but once Diggersby went, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Also, missing the 2 Rock Climbs on Blastoise sucked so much, because both Rock Climbs, if connecting, the 2 KO was easily there for Blastoise, would have gone down. Wouldn't have had to take that Scald damage, which means that, you know, could have been more of it. It was just a lot of bad things. I can't dwell on this. It happens. Hacks happens. You just got to move on, guys. Like, I could bitch about this for the entire, like, hour, but you're not going to, because it happens to people against me as well. Like, you know, look at CJ when he battled. He didn't get any of his Sleep Talk turns to go in his way. Granted, there was more of a chance of that being in my favor than any of the hacks it has had, but it doesn't matter, because this is the game we play. These are the things that happen. So, congratulations, JSpecks. You got a win. I'm not going to be the guy to say, like, hey man, that was well deserved, because as nice as I am, I'm also a realist. That probably wasn't a deserved win. I don't feel that he outplayed me at all in this battle. I think that he got fortunate when he needed to get fortunate and took advantage of that. So maybe that's the same as my reasoning for beating CJ. I don't know. Maybe we just got a comeuppance, but hopefully now the Hacks gods have aligned and balanced themselves so we can actually go out and do normal battling and win, but I don't know, guys. Obviously, we'll need to regroup. This was an unfortunate battle, but hats off to JSpecks. I still don't understand that Kieran play, bro. I really don't. Ice Beam was never going to kill Cresselia at all, and I could have then just killed your Kieran with a +3 Psyshock or a Moonblast, and that was just really unfortunate, because then I wouldn't have lost Hitmontop. But yeah, whatever. I'm the Verd. I'm out this bitch.